This is a sample lesson about teaching the water cycle by Julie Hageman. The first thing we're going to do in this lesson is activate the students' background knowledge. So in small groups, we're going to have the students take 3 minutes to write down everything they know about the water cycle. Each group has one person who shares the results with the rest of the class. Next, we're going to have each group take 3 minutes and write down at least 3 questions that they have about the water cycle. Those questions will be posted on a chart for the whole class. Next, we will divide the students into 4 groups. Each group will be assigned a different section of the water cycle: evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and accumulation. Each group will use teacher-assigned websites to answer specific questions about their section of the water cycle. Then, using DoInk for the iPad, the students will create an animation that displays their section of the water cycle in action. Each group will also create a 4-question assessment about their section of the water cycle. Each group will then present their findings and animation to the class. After each presentation, the group will administer their assessment to see if they have adequately explained their section of the water cycle to the rest of the class. The teacher can then collect those assessments to check and see if any of the areas of the lesson need to be retaught. At the end of the presentations, the students can combine each animation to create a complete water cycle. The final animation can be shared with parents or with other classes. At the end of the lesson, you can go back to the questions the students wrote down in the beginning. How many of the questions can the students now answer after completing the lesson? If there are any unanswered questions, consider extending this research activity.